Itching is called Kandu in Ayurveda. It is not explained as a separate disease entity. It is either a symptom or a premonitory symptom of an impending disease or complication or symptom reflecting the bad prognosis of one or the other systemic diseases. Thus, itching has a cause and effect relation with its parent disease. If the cause goes away, the effect too goes away. If the disease is treated effectively, the itching symptom also goes away. Causes, types and mechanism of itching as per Ayurveda. Itching due to cough dosh. Vitiation of cough is said to be the most important factor in the causation of itching. In fact, the pathological increase of cough is often correlated with itching and is said to be directly proportional to each other. Thus, all the factors which lead to pathological increase of cough dosh are regarded as causes of itching in the body, like excessive consumption of heavy to digest foods, foods which have sweet taste, unctuous or oily foods or fried foods, milk, sugarcane and its derivatives like sugar and jaggery, high caloric foods, consumption of liquid foods, curds, excessive sleeping, excessive consumption of stuffed foods, consumption of ghee and its products, lack of exercise, sedentary lifestyle, spring season, etc. Mechanism of cough predominant itching. High cough means more fluidity in the body. More fluidity is more stagnation of unwanted materials in the body. It causes decreased metabolism at the gut and cellular levels. This leads to formation of Aama or metabolic toxins. Formation of Aama at gut and cellular levels will lead to constipation at gut and cellular levels, as the metabolites and toxins are not flushed out in proper quantities and at proper time. This leads to less oxygenation and accumulation of fluids in the cells, leading to local edema. All this causes leads to lowering of cellular defense mechanism and an environment for frequent infections and stubborn disease processes. Availability of less fire and more water in the body reflects damp conditions which attract various types of bacteria, fungi, and facilitate their growth. This leads to severe infections which do not respond to any medications or treatments, which ultimately leads to itching. Cough-related itching includes the metabolic diseases like diabetes. Itching due to Pitta dosh. Vitiation of Pitta will also cause itching. High Pitta reflects concealed heat in the body, which in turn points towards the ongoing inflammatory process in the body. Therefore, all the causative factors of Pitta vitiation are also the cause of itching, like excessive consumption of sour, salty and pungent foods, hot and corrosive foods, intense acting foods and medicines, excessive anger, excessive fasting or starvation, excessive exposure to heat of sun, excessive indulgence in sexual intercourse, excessive consumption of sesame and foods prepared with sesame, consumption of flax seeds and food prepared with flax, excessive consumption of curds, sour and fermented herbal drinks in autumn and summer season, during afternoon and midnight, etc. Mechanism of Pitta predominant itching. High Pitta means high fire content in the system. Basically, the fire in the belly is a dry fire. Means comparably, the basic proportion of liquidity of Pitta is less in comparison to the fiery component. The pits located in other parts of the body and tissues are liquid or moist fire, means water content more than heat content. With respect to this perspective, two types of inflammation can take place, namely wet inflammation due to liquid fire and dry inflammation due to dry fire. When water content of Pitta is high, this again is similar to vitiated cough. Here, the water content of Pitta will keep its own fire component in a lower level. Thus, the heat of Pitta will be less. The fire activities like digestion and other metabolic functions contributory to Pitta are sluggish. This type of Pitta provides a damp background and platform for many infections and diseases to take place, like vitiated cough. When water content of Pitta has increased, the fire element of Pitta decreases, leading to loss of appetite and chain of events as explained in vitiation of cough. The itching will also occur on this backdrop. On the contrary, if the heat element of Pitta is high, the water content of Pitta will come down. This causes dry inflammation. Inflammation leads to cellular damage and lot of debris including the skin. This leads to excessive dryness and is not antagonized by cough, since the heat has evaporated all the water components and stores of the body. The body doesn't have a protective shield and buffering system. High Pitta is contributory to the pruritus explained in the context of inflammatory skin conditions, autoimmune skin diseases, and dry skin presenting with itching. Itching due to Vata dosh. Vitiation or aggravation of Vata leads to extreme dryness in the body and also in the nerves. The irritability in skin and nerves will lead to itching like in pruritus. Thus, all the causes of Vata vitiation are the causes of Vata type of itching, like excessive exercise, fasting in excess, fall, injury, fractures, depletion of tissues, excessive vigil or awakening all night, suppression of natural body urges, excessive administration of cleansing procedures like panch karma, excessive consumption of cold foods and activities, fear, consumption of pungent, bitter, astringent and dry foods, cloudy and rainy season, at evening, etc. Mechanism of Vata predominant itching. Pathological increase or vitiation of Vata in the body means a pathological increase of air and space elements in the body. This leads to manifestation of excessive dryness and roughness in the body due to increase in dry and rough components of the Vata dosh. The body will lose its water or fluid stores, which reflect a diminution of cough and its protective functions. The insulation to the body cells and nerves is lost. The natural moisture of the skin is lost. Like any other tissue, vitiated vayu also causes dryness in the nerves. The irritated nerves and skin will cause pruritus. The Vata type of itching will cover all kinds of dry skin, including those associated with neurological and degenerative diseases, and also the dry skin occurring due to low quality and quantity of nutrition. Other causes: sluggish metabolism or weak digestion. Sluggish tissue metabolism depletes cells or tissue compliance to defend themselves. Toxins or intermediate products of digestion, immature essence of digestion in circulation later formed at cellular level. Contamination of channels or transport system of the body, mainly those carrying nutrition, lymph, plasma and blood tissue. Poor management of diurnal rituals, lifestyle protocol and diet schedules. Seasonal incompatibility due to not following the rules and regulations of seasonal health maintenance. Forcibly withholding the natural reflexes or impending body urges like urge to defecate, urinate, hunger, and thirst. Especially withholding the urge for vomiting will cause itching. Improperly administered Panchkarma treatments will cause itching due to insufficient elimination of toxins from the system. Viruddhahar or mutually incompatible foods like hot and cold foods together, fish with milk, fried foods with chilled curd will cause severe itching. Itching is a premonitory symptom in some diseases like cough, skin disorders, chickenpox, gout, etc. Itching is a symptom in some diseases like gastritis or GERD caused due to cough vitiation, piles or hemorrhoids caused by vitiated cough, rheumatoid arthritis with cough predominance, skin eruptions, urticaria, leprosy, herpes, diseases in which there is upward movement of vayu or air caused due to forcibly withholding the vomiting reflexes. Vaginal disorder caused by vitiated cough. Poisoning due to leech bite or spider bite. Hope this information brings health in your life. Thank you.